Blockchain technology is increasingly becoming the biggest symbol of industrial revolution for many industries, including insurance companies. The adoption of this technology is set to improve data security and save costs through cutting time of claim processes in insurance companies. All this means better service delivery and better quality of life for consumers. Take a look.
Customer trust is one of the key demands when it comes to driving profitable growth for insurance companies. This, therefore, demands various companies to adopt digital transformation such as blockchain technology, a distributed peer-to-peer ledger of blocks that is incorruptible.
Confidentiality of that car, the integrity is there with the data and the encryption is there. If we breach the encryption of that car, what happens is that the braking patterns, intellectual property, becomes public knowledge around the world.
Although insurance companies stand to be the most vulnerable to blockchain, uptake will be a major competitive advantage for the early adopters. Blockchain can be used when sharing data, accessing information, and equally verifies execution before processing transactions in an organization.
Well, with this continued shift in technology, then insurance companies have been called upon to become more receptive to blockchain technology to improve both service delivery, security, and efficiency. So just what do they expect from this forum, even as it goes on here in Nairobi, where these changes are discussed? Well, our reporter Julie Owino attended that event and put the question to some of those delegates at the blockchain event.
My name is Lenny Noyuga. I head up the government business for Thomson Reuters for East Africa.
Okay. Yeah. David, tell us, what is your expectations from this forum?
So the expectation from this forum is one thing, is that insight. And the insight to which data is actually used by the insurance companies needs to go to the next level. Because what we realize at the end of the day is that not just insurance companies, but most of the companies in totality in the country have a lot of data. But how they use this data to make better decisions is where the challenge comes in. So we're coming in to demystify and talk about big data, talk about blockchain technology, talk about artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, but how do they piece all this up so that they can be better? Because today's customer is actually very well informed, and companies need to stay ahead of the curve so that they can be ahead of their customers, even as they offer services to them. So at the end of the day, we intend to kind of like leapfrog these companies to that particular level, whereby they can leverage on technology and even information that they already have. Yes.
Allow me also to ask, does it mean that in the Kenyan system, we still do not have the right tools to actually curb activities of cyber attack?
I can say we are working towards that. To some extent, we have the right tools, but there's a gap that we need to fill. Because there's a side where you need to look at, are we using the existing tools we have? And there's also a side whereby we need to look at, are we bringing in the right technology? So I can say we sit somewhere in the middle, so there's work to do to move Kenyan companies and Kenya in totality to that particular space. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let me also cross over to Lynn. Yes, she'll also introduce herself. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Leonida Mutuku, and I'm the CEO of IntelliPro, an analytics company here in Nairobi.
Thank you so much. What does this event mean for your customers?
For us, we are very keen on helping financial sector actors to adopt data technologies. We know that customers' needs are changing, and we cannot address all our customers' needs in the same manner. So data really is very helpful for us to understand who the customer is and meet them where they are, as opposed to just a blanket solution for everyone. And so for us, it's very critical to put this at the forefront of the conversation, especially when you look at the future of the financial sector and the insurance sector. We want to ensure that, our leaders in these sectors are thinking about how do we apply these innovations to change how business is done, but to actually meet our customers' needs.
Allow me to also ask, as you plan to adopt, to actually digitally transforming the insurance company, are you having the youth in mind, or what is your plan for the young generation?
The youth are not going to walk into a banking hall. The youth are not going to fill out an insurance form. They want to be served where they are. And they use social media, they use their mobile phones for their day-to-day life. So it is very critical to, see how can these technologies meet them where they are. And when you look at analytics and big data, it helps companies really design tailor-made products for the youth, because we are using their demographic information and using their behavioral patterns. It's very clear what products would work for this segment as opposed to what has been working. And for instance, the insurance sector has a very low penetration rate. So data here and innovation is going to be critical to really increase adoption of these products.